Hello everyone, I'm Heather and I'm here today with a December daily video. This is my December daily 2018 and this is my homemade cover that is made out of jeans. So I made this myself using an old pair of jeans that I cut up, and I sewed in these binder rings with some embroidery floss, and I lined the inner cover with felt. There's a little bit of cardboard in the front and back, but the spine is just jean and felt, so it's completely flexible. So it's a pretty floppy album, and it's by no means perfect. My stitching is kind of wild. My sewing machine was struggling to do this, and so yeah, it's just kind of a fun little cover. So I've got the front pocket of the jeans on the front cover with this tag in there, and then on the back is the two butt pockets, one on the spine kind of, and it has the belt loops still as well. So I just thought that was kind of a fun idea and I wanted to give it a try. There's no denim texture really in my album itself, but I don't really care. I'm just going with the flow. So I have done up to day 9, and today I'm filming on, what day is it? The 14th. So I've stayed relatively caught up. I do a bunch at a time usually, so yeah, it's just going with the flow as usual. So my front page here, sorry for the glare, I used a tree die cut. This is from a Tim Holtz die. I used an embossing folder for this part. Is it here? It's actually a globe folder with the floral in it, but I just used the inner part of the globe for these two pieces, and I inked it up with some Candied Apple Distress Oxide, so you can't really tell that it's red, but it definitely accentuates the dimension. In real life it looks more red actually. And then I used bits of paper from the Wild Whisper Christmas Comfort collection, which is what I'm using throughout. I've got some sequin mixes in here that shake around, some stickers, a wood veneer, yeah, lots of fun stuff. This little tag is what I put my kind of title thing on, and on the back it looks nice as well. I made sure the back was looking pretty too, added some more word stickers. These are the Tim Holtz Christmas sentiments, clippings, whatever he calls them. They're really fun. So each of my page protectors has kind of different holes in it. So as you can see, I just, this was a 6 hole, so I punched a middle hole and moved these holes a little bit just to make it fit. But yeah, I had to play with the holes of my page protectors for some of it. Oh, my thing just went all yellowy. There we go, brightening it up. This is a picture of my puppy Pippin when we went tree hunting, and I titled this Jolly Little Derp because look at that derp face she's making. It's adorable. So I had to print that out big. On the other side I've got another photo from tree hunting, just some trees, and I made them into a pocket. This is my sister-in-law's Christmas letter that she sends out every year about her family, so I stuck that in there. I've got this envelope with some extra photos. So our tree hunting we did right on December 1st, and I had a ton of photos, so I just went with it because most days I don't have a lot of photos, but just made it work. So I did some journaling there and some stamping with the Wild Whisper stamp set. And there's my, again, derpy puppy on the front, the reverse of that. I used the beautiful Tim Holtz floral stamp on there. I'm gonna try to incorporate it some more. And all the numbers I've done using the Wild Whisper capital letter set. I'm using these numbers, and it's been working really nicely. I'll either just stamp them with ink, or sometimes I've embossed them. This one is embossed with Wild Whisper's, what's it called? Rugged Red powder, which is really great for Christmas or like some rustic projects. It's kind of modeled after red barnwood. Here's a picture of the fam at the fire that we had while we were out in the forest, and I just added some stitching to that. I added this little chipboard piece with some staples, a little saying that says Winter Wonderland, a postcard that I got from a friend. Here is one more. There's another one coming up, another tree hunting page. I just made a title and 2 photos. Here's the last tree hunting page with my adorable little nephew, a little embellishment I made with a paper clip, and I used all of the vehicles carrying trees, even this little pattern card. So that's all from the Wild Whisper collection. Now finally on to day 2. So that whole thing was day 1. December 2nd, it was a Sunday, just a quiet day at home, so I did my journaling on this little flip up. I used the mistletoe card because I thought it was cute above my husband and I. And there we are at home, just relaxing. I've got this shaker pocket, and I stuck one of the die cut tags from the die cut pack from Wild Whisper in there and just stitched across, so it's kind of like it's floating in there. And then on the other side I did my journaling for day 3. So this was my friend Susie, and many of you know her. She's my business partner also for Wild Whisper. So there we are having a FaceTime business meeting, but our little fur babies wanted to get involved, so I took a screenshot of them joining our meeting. And I thought this was a good sentiment because we didn't have cake and it was a meeting, so I just thought it was funny. Here I had to have an appointment at the hospital, so it was kind of a more mellow page. I stuck my, what's it called? A piece of my hospital bracelet on there. I used the stickers Be Brave, Stay Strong, and Meh, and that's day 4. And then I've got, in the back here is a tag. I'll show you the front of the tag. So this is what I made. The back has journaling, and on this little tag has little pictures, but those are more private, so I won't show you those. But I really love this bow stamp. That is from Maggie Holmes, I believe, that stamp set. And there's bows in the Wild Whisper collection, so it works perfect. So day 5 is a day that I went to my parents' house and saw their dogs, so that's Rocky and Copper there, and I did the journaling on a tag that just sticks into this lower pocket, and then this flips up and day 6 is underneath. So that's a good way to save space if you don't have much of a story to tell, is to have 2 days on one page. And then here I was just making some thank you cards at work, so I documented that for day 6. On day 7, I did some baking, and oops, see, the tag isn't supposed to go there. It's supposed to go between the 2 layers like that, so you don't see it from the other side. There we go. I used some of this pretty red sequin trim on that photo. There's myself and my dog, and these neat little mirror kind of snowflakes I got from a store here called Scrap and Dippity. Those are really fun. And this is the same day, day 9, and I had 2 pictures of my pup here, so I just added a little brad in the middle of this bow, and the picture can spin. It says, "Nice list." I'm putting a paper mustache in front of her nose, And then here she's trying to eat the paper mustache, so that one says naughty list. I just thought those were really hilarious. And then I did more journaling about that on the back with a die cut tree and a snowflake, stamp the date, and some more of those Christmas snippet words. Here's day 8, which I just did last night, and this was when my friend Susie, business partner Susie also, and our friend Alana came over to my place and we had a craft night. So I stamped the word craft using these capital letters again, and then I lettered the word night on that cork ticket. I believe that's from Freckled Fawn. And I did some stamping on this card. That deer is a beautiful stamp that I have. I got this at Michael's. It's Recollections. I really love that. And stamped the number 8 and the date stamp on there. And finally, day 9 is the last day I have so far, and this is my hubby and his best friend who was over for the weekend, and Andrew, my husband, made pancakes and they're just being silly there. So this is a card of the burlap paper from the collection with some washi and just some more stickers. This piece is from the die cut pack, and I just washi taped it on top of the page protector so that it lifts up and the journaling is underneath. And I added a little bit of stitching through the word tinsel to add some texture. And there's the number 9, which I heat embossed with our, where is it? Our Wild Whisper Blue Island slush powder. So that's a fun one as well. I'm finding a lot of them work great for the holidays. And then I've got a couple things stuck in here that I plan to use, but that's it for my album so far. I'll continue updating you as I do more throughout the month, but I hope that you enjoyed watching this, and if you're doing December Daily as well, let me know how it's going for you in the comments below. Also, if you could like or comment or share at all for this video, I would much appreciate it. It just really helps get the video out there and it lets me know that you're liking my content. So I always like any kind of feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a very merry holiday season. Merry Christmas, everybody. See you soon.